Good afternoon. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu and friends. They're in a rowdy mood today, so they may be bouncing and screaming and yelping and climbing and all the things that they do. Trigger warnings. Oh my word. How are you all doing and what have you all been working on? I want to thank you for stopping by and spending part of your day with me and my messy hair day. It's thundering. I'm not going to say we're going to have a storm because I don't know. We've had a little rain here and there over the course of the morning, so we need some rain. We need a little bit of rain. I wanted to show you some finished projects. I have finally got the book pouch finished. And I made a little pouch for the inside of the book pouch. So this is the little pouch that will go inside. And she can put her phone. It will stretch, and I like that. So she can put her phone, her keys, change, ink pens, what have you in this, a little notepad. And then it does have the wooden butterfly button, and then it just has a little loop that I fixed on the back. So I've made her this, and then this, I have finished this, and again she has the little wooden butterfly and then the loop that hangs over, and then I made her a whale bag charm. Now I've just attached it with a safety pin. I was going to put a little thing on the side for her to put her key ring on, and I may do that. I may do that. I was so proud of this when I got it finished. It's double crochets, and then there's like 2 rows. Not sure if you can see it. It's so dark here today. There's 2 rows that have the front post double crochet and then regular double crochets. But all the rest is double crochets till I got to the top, and then I went around the whole thing with single crochets, and then this. Now this, when I got to the top, I went around with backwards single crochets, and I love the pattern that leaves, and I love looks like it's got a binding on the top. But I fixed this, like I said, so she can put it in her book pouch, and they match. So that is all for that. And then I've been working on some patches for my little book club book club friend. There's the little house. And then here's her wheel that I made. I made this one with the bigger eyes. I thought he just looked cuter with. Bag O'Day does the best wheel tutorial. And I like that because everything is together. You don't have to add anything but your stuffing and your eyes. Now, I do the extra little ring here in the front, and then I put a key ring on this one. Most of them, I just leave it for the safety pin. And then I also made her a fish patch. So I'm pleased with what I've got done. I do have a lady on Facebook that wants 2 of the book pouches, and I have started them in this colorway. I didn't have enough of the other to do 2, so I'm doing in this colorway. And I'm hoping I have enough of that one. I know I've got a bunch of yarn in the basement, so if I don't feel like I have enough, I'll just have to go down there and prowl in my bags and find some more variegated. The tripod's moving. I have one in the floor and I think it's 7. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But I wanted to show you these and see how everyone is doing. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being patient with me while I'm in the process of doing some videos. I really have had a good time. When I first made the first pouch of this, I just was not happy with it at all. So I asked my son last night his opinion. I said, do you think she would like it to where she can lay her phone sideways and it stretches? It fits my phone, and I have the i15 Pro. So it fits it. It stretches to fit that. And then she has room that she can put a couple of ink pens under her cell phone if she wants to. Or she can strictly just carry whatever she wants to carry in here. This, as you know, I was doing the granny square. I just was not pleased. I frogged, I think at least twice. And I wasn't happy with it until I done this. Now this at the bottom, and I used the same method for this one. I could have fixed it to where the bottom would have been flatter. But what I like and what I suggest to people, if you want this to be stiff, get you some plastic canvas and just measure your strip and put in the bottom, and then crochet before you do your sides or anything. Crochet, or, you know, us old school folks calls it tacking, where you just take a needle and thread and just sew around the areas. And that would have made it, but I didn't really especially want it to stand alone. This is just something she can grab like this and carry. And the same with this. I didn't put anything in the bottom, but you could. Now, you have to be careful if you're fixing anything that you think they might wash. Like this, I'm gonna tell her if she has to wash it, to put it in the sink and just, you know, just use some dish soap or something on it because of the buttons. I bought these to go on beanies. I realized there was no washing instructions, so then it clicked. They're wooden. You probably don't need, and they don't feel like they're coated. So I'd be really leery of washing this in the washing machine with other clothing. But this is my makes for the weekend. As I said, I've started the one book pouch, and I'm gonna make another one. Hopefully, I'm not sure if, I don't know what takes up my time. I really don't know why I wouldn't have time to finish a whole gob of them every day. Oh my word. They've been so quiet this morning. And then I got them stirred a few minutes ago. I'm to the point with them to where I just kind of let them be them, you know, and do what they want to do as long as they're not getting hurt or they're tearing up the furniture. But occasionally there is a stir, and when there's a stir, Nanny has to evacuate and use desperate measures such as CRATE. And I don't like to. But occasionally that happens throughout the day when there's 4 of them scuffling. But I've been trying to keep them in and out before, you know, if we do get a storm. What is everybody working on? What have you been doing? And if you have any suggestions about my pouches, please feel free, because that's the first, I think this is the first pouch I've really made, and I'm really pleased with it. I could have done this better. I really, in my mind, I thought it through, but then when I was executioning, well, same thing. When I was executing the result on this and this, it wasn't as easy. I was making it harder than it should have been. But like I said, I think the ones that I make from now on, the book pouches, I'm going to make a little thing on the side that they can attach their key ring to. And that way, like for those of us that goes to book club that don't want to carry purses and all that, then we can just grab this. And I think I'm going to make me one. But I think I'm going to make handles to go for mine. Again, thank you for putting up with me and my silly ways, and I appreciate all of you that watch my videos and comment. Your comments mean so much to me, and you watching my videos, that really means so much to me. I thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. If you're in areas that's getting a lot of rain, please stay safe and please stay hydrated. I realized yesterday that I think I was dehydrated. I just had not drank. Sunday, I drank coffee all day. So technically I had some water. Hear the thunder. But I hadn't drank just pure water. So yesterday, it kind of hit me pretty rough up in the morning, and I thought, oh, I'm so thirsty. I just need water. I think I drank like 3 or 4 bottles just pretty much back to back. I was so thirsty. So I feel better today. I feel a lot better today. I'm limiting my coffee intake today because of the caffeine. Some of my coffees are caffeine free, some are not. And those that are not, most of my friends know when I've had too much coffee because my texting gets really fast and really lengthy, and they get a lot of them. So I know all of them are praying for no caffeine for me. Have a wonderful day. And again, I thank you for stopping by. Stay safe, and I will show you the end results of the other book pouches. Thank you again. Bye-bye.